Hello my fellow mermaids and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is probably one of the most, if not the most, requested videos I've had in my channel and on my Instagram, and it's all about stamping. As much as I love swatching nail polishes, my true passion is nail art. So if you follow me on Instagram, you may have noticed that I love stamping. And some people say that it's a very difficult technique, and I agree. It's not the most difficult. I think the hardest one, in my opinion, at least the ones I've tried, is water marble. And if you want to see some of my tips and tricks, you can check my water marble video. I'll link it in the cards here. But for me, stamping, it's my go-to. It's my comfort zone. And there are different ways of stamping. There's like the basic, just one color design. There's a gradient. You can even stamp with the chrome powders. But my personal favorite, and I think the one I'm most known for, it's reverse stamping. But today we're gonna be going like the basic technique, the basic tips and tricks, what I've been using throughout these years that has worked for me. And I'll do another video doing a reverse stamping because that's a more advanced technique, and I have a few tips for anyone that wants to try that. But for now, let's just focus on the basic stamping. I'm gonna be telling you what stamping is and what it entails, what it's needed to do it. And the first thing you need is stamping plates. And I'm showing you these that have like the backing and the plastic because for example, let's take this big one. If you see, the stamping plate has a blue film on it, and it's actually like on the plastic. So when you take it out, the plastic is still there. And this plastic, you have to take it off in order to stamp. Why? Because in case you can see it, it's just like basically a protective layer. So what you do, I usually take some tweezers. I have them, yeah. So you take some tweezers, and I prefer doing that. You don't have to, but remember, your nails are not tools. You have to take care of them. So don't go like this because accidents happen. That's how you break a nail, and you don't want to break a nail. So I just take some tweezers, and let me see if I can show you. Oh, this is not easy doing it backwards. So I just grab one of the corners like this, and then you can use the tweezers to finish it, or you can use your hand, like hold the plate. The most satisfying sound. And there you have the stamping. This is the plastic, the protective layer it came with. I'm just gonna toss this here. And as you can see, this is a plate. Most plates are made of metal like this, but there are also some that are made of acrylic. And I actually have a video of me showing you a brand called Cosedora, which is a Colombian brand, and they carry acrylic plates. So I'll also link that on the card so you can go and check it out, because it's basically stamping but with different kinds of plates. That plate, for example, the UberChic one, had the cover on a blue tint, but these ones from Whatsupnails, they don't. But you still have to take the plastic off. So these ones come with like sleeve, so you take it off. And at first glance, you wouldn't think it has a protective film because it's just like transparent. You don't see anything. But if you take your tweezers again to the corner here, you can see it does have a layer. So now you have your stamping plate ready to be used. Besides that, you need stamper because you need to transfer the design to your nail by picking it up. And I find the clear stampers the best because you can see where you're going to place your design. And for example, I have these four, which are all clear, but they are all different because let's see. This one, it's a very small one. And as you can see, it's clear. Like you can see, for example, my nail there. Like if you wanted to place a design, you would have like this, you see. So this is one kind. You have like a rectangular one. This is from Maniology. And it's also clear. Just this is like the cover of the stamper. And it's like this. As you can see, it's the rectangular one. And it's clear. It just looks pink because of the, like this, the base, but the stamper, it's clear. This is another one that I think it's one of the most popular in terms of clear stampers, which is the monocle stamper. Like this. This is from Whatsupnails. Once again, it's clear. You just take the cap off. And this is one of my favorites because it's very big, so you can really see where you're going to place your design. So for example, if you have a design, you can just press it here and you can totally see your nails and where you want to do it. And I believe they invented the clear stamper. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe they did. And it's clear jelly stamper. So this one, it's actually pretty cool because you get two in one. So you have this one and you may think, oh, it's very big. No, you take the cap off and the bottom and you have two. So this is the main one I would use because as you can see here, once again, you can see where to stamp. And of course you can't like see through this, but this is a replacement. So you just change it, and when you want to store it, once again, like this. And then you also need something to take off the excess polish on the stamping plate and transfer it to the nail. And these are like some scraper cards that you can get pretty much anywhere. You can even use like an old credit card or like, I don't know, a gift card you don't use. I prefer using these ones because they're like meant for this. Some polishes, like regular polishes, can work as a stamping polish only if they are like super pigmented. I think black and white are the ones I use the most because they are like the basic colors. So I have this one from Mundo de Uñas, also some from UberChic, which is a pretty light look color. Whatsupnails, this is like their black basic stamping polish. And from Lina Nail Art Supplies, which is another brand, these are like metallic finish, but they're still stamping polishes. So now that we covered that, let's go ahead and watch the tutorial. I'm gonna be showing you a very basic design using black polish. But if you want to see a more intricate design, stay tuned because that will be next. So, as I said, the first thing you have to do is take the protective layer off the plate. So I'm going to go ahead and take the plate off the protective sleeve, and taking my tweezers, I just go ahead and grab one of the corners of the plastic cover and remove it from the stamping plate. As you can see, now the plate is ready to be used. So I went ahead and picked my stamper. This time I chose the monocle stamper so I could easily show you how the design will be transferred to the nail. I also grabbed my Whatsupnails scraper to take off the excess of the stamping polish off the plate, and finally I'm using Whatsupnails black stamping polish. First, I applied my base polish to my nails, and since I'm using the Whatsupnails and Beta Sanders collaboration plate, I figured it would be the perfect occasion to use one of her collaboration shades with found lacquer for this look. To create the stamping look, I'm just going to apply some of the stamping polish onto the plate. And you don't have to cover all the design for this. I usually cover half of the design, and then taking my scraper, I go ahead and take off the excess. One tip is to use the scraper on a slight angle, not totally vertically. To transfer the design from the plate to the stamper, all you have to do is press it on the plate. And you can either just press the stamper on the plate, or my preferred way to do it is roll the stamper on the plate and pick the design. And as you can see, the design and also part of the rest of the plate transferred to the stamper. So I just go ahead and take a bit of tape and remove any extra designs I don't want, just so I don't accidentally transfer them to the nail. You have to work quickly when it comes to stamping, because stamping polishes dry very fast. So as soon as you transfer the design from the plate to the stamper, be sure to apply it to the nail. To do that, all you need to do is place the stamper on top of your nail. And since this is a clear one, you'll be able to see where the design will be placed. So once you're happy with the placement, you just go ahead and press the stamper on the nail. I like first pressing down the design, but not too hard because you don't want to accidentally dent the stamper. And then I just jiggle it a little so the sides of the design will also stick to the sides of my nail. While I wait for the design to dry, I'm going to show you how I clean my stamping plates. And I use 3 things. One is a cotton ball claw that allows me to clean my plates and not mess my nails. So all you do is push the top, and as you can see, that releases the claw on the other side, and then I just take a cotton ball and place it in the claw. You need to use pure acetone to clean the plates, because if not, then they will get all cloudy, and that can affect the next time you want to use that plate. I take my cotton ball soaked in acetone and rub it on the plate to remove the stamping polish. And as you can see here, I got a bit of the cloudy look I told you. So you can either use a cotton pad soaked in a bit of alcohol, or what I normally use is one of those felt cloths you use to clean glasses, and I just rub it on the plate. And this is how the plate looks after being cleaned, and it looks just as it did before I used it. Now that the design had time to dry, I'm going to apply top coat to finish it. This time I'm taking Whatsupnails gloss over top coat and apply it to the nail. You need to be sure and wait a few minutes before applying top coat to a stamping design because you don't want to risk smudging it. And here's the final look of the stamping design I just showed you. So those are my tips on how to stamp. As I say, this is just my way of doing things. I've seen those work for me the best. Of course, I'm no expert, but if you have any questions, let me know in the comments. Stamping, as I said, is my comfort zone, so I think I'm gonna be able to answer any questions you have. And if you want to see more designs or something like specifically, let me know and I'll be sure to try and do it. And also stay tuned to my reverse stamping video that's coming up next. I hope you love the design I did. I really fell in love with it, and it was one of those designs that was like, why do I have to take this off? If you like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel so you don't miss out of any of my upcoming videos. As always, I will leave my Instagram page and all my other social media handles in the description below. I will also leave a link of the brands that I've mentioned here for stamping polishes, anything that I've mentioned, just so you guys can check them out. And until next time, have a bubbly day!